Once again, I'm so excited to share how the SmackDown goals made a difference again on my journey that I'm on. Of course, I'm on day 133. That means I've completed 19 weeks so far. It happens to be Thursday, June 2nd, 2022. And once again, it is belief in action that produces results. I so believed when I set these goals, my 6-month goal for weight loss, I put that as I would lose 58 pounds, which was half of what I need to lose because I started at 250.3 pounds. And so, with my goal being 135 pounds, 58 pounds was half. And I believed it back on January 20th when I set the goal and then wrote it down here on this sheet on February 10th, 2022 is when I confessed it. So I had to tweak some things, and it was because the last 3 weeks of my weighing in time, I was averaging between it, the lowest, which was ever, was 0.2 pounds lost. And I was up to, one of those 3 weeks was 1.5 pounds lost. Those are great numbers. You need to be happy. And I celebrated them, right? Because I was still losing inches. But the problem was those numbers weren't going to get me to where, because I have 5 weeks from today. I have 5 more weeks to hit my goal of 58 pounds. So I only did one small tweak to my strategy so that I could make sure that I hit the deal. Because I couldn't have those numbers happen very often. So because my belief system was so true that I could do this, I kicked into a few things. Let's see. So, and I should tell you, it did actually work. This week, once again, I lost, 2.6 pounds this week because of that one tweak, which took my average to 245, which is great. 2.45 is my average. And I'm only going to need to average 2.3 over the next 5 weeks to hit the goal. So the tweak worked. Let's see. And even this week, I'm down another inch around, which means I've lost, in these 19 weeks, I've lost 44.75 inches. But I'm so excited about that little tweak I did that I have to share it. Okay, those of you that have been following know that I really just do intermittent fasting. I have 18 hours. I fast clean. I drink bottled water, and I drink like a non-flavored bubbly water if I feel like I need that sometime during the day. I just feel like I need that. That's all I do. Those 2 things for 18 hours. Then I open my window for 6 hours, and this referred to as clean intermittent fasting. And during the 6 hours, I have the entire 19 weeks. I have just made healthy choices because I'm still cooking for everybody. I still throw big events at our house. Matter of fact, we just finished Memorial Weekend. I went to a fish fry, ate deep fried fish, didn't choose to do anything. They served all kinds of different alcoholic beverages. That's not so much my thing anyway. And I thought, nah, this time they don't know the difference. I'll just drink my water and eat the things that I wanted to eat. So I tried everything. Then I also, 2 days ago, threw a big party here. I did end up eating some of the homemade onion rings that, of course, were delicious, deep fried. I ate a few of those, but I also ate everything that I fed all of the guests. We had 7 appetizers, all kinds of things. There were even 2 fruity alcohol kind of recipes that were done. And I had a little bit of each of those. So I didn't deprive myself at all. But there was key lime pie for dessert. Seemed okay. I just thought, let everybody eat it, but they didn't eat all of it. There was still 3 pieces left yesterday when the guests were gone. And I said to myself, gee, do I want to eat a piece of key lime pie? Because really, for the entire, 19 weeks, I've always have eaten whatever kind of sounded good. Just use smaller portions, avoid, you know, a lot of sugar, avoid flours, keep the carb thing low. Well, because I made a tweak where I now started looking at carbs, proteins, and calories, but mostly to keep the carb number lower. For the first time a week ago, I started looking at an app. I just put in everything I ate each day during those 6 hours, and everything that I ate, I would look afterwards and say, oh, okay, I didn't realize that was that high in carbs, or wow, I'm not getting enough protein for the day. And so I was just doing it to learn what the things meant, not to make myself a slave to keeping track of numbers, but rather just to teach me. So I decided yesterday, nah, I'm not going to have a pecan pie piece. I think I'll just have one the next day, which would be today. But last night I went onto this app and realized that if I want that piece of pecan pie, which is totally okay if I really want it, but I realized that that pecan pie slice would be 69 carbs, 11 proteins, 610 calories. And I don't really mind the calories that much because I could, you know, I could figure out something with that. But 69 carbs. So when I saw that last night, I'm like, you know what? I am for sure not having that piece of pie. Maybe I could do a third of a piece, a half of a piece, and drop that number down. But do I even really want a pecan or the key lime pie that bad? I don't know. So instead, I thought, let me go, when I was going to get the newspaper this morning, let me pick up a yogurt that's key lime flavor. So I'm reading the backs of all these key lime, key lime yogurts at the store this morning, and I did find one. I found this one, and this one will only be me having 9 carbs, 12 proteins, and 80 calories. So I'm gonna have this instead. I put all the key lime pie pieces into containers, and my mom lives with my husband and I said, Mom, could you go ahead, just take these key lime pies to all your friends? She goes out with a walker and delivers them. So all that key lime pie is leaving the house. I could have had it, honestly, I could have. It's just, I don't like it enough to give it that much of a victory of what I'm eating that day. So instead today, I'm still having key lime, but I made a different choice. This would absolutely only happen. It happened because I knew where I was going, and my belief system was belief in action produces results. I believed I could hit these goals, and because of that, I did a strategy to learn more, because I really didn't know anything about carbs, proteins, and calories, because I've never looked at any number. The entire 19 weeks, 133 days, I never looked at numbers. I just relied on the fact that I open the window, I eat smart, then close the window, and once I close that window that day, the rest of the day I go right back to water. Sometimes I've opened it in the morning because of a brunch. Sometimes I've opened it later because we're not having a guest over till 6:30 at night, and I know I'm going to eat later. So I open the 6 hours, whatever works in our lifestyle at that given time. And this has totally worked for me. This tweak, though, was important. And if I go further down this road and I need to make another tweak, hey, I'm all about making whatever tweaks I need to make to always stay on target. Thank you, DDP. DDP himself actually always says, get the SmackDown goals written out clear. You can hit the target. Ha! Living proof once again. Thank you all. Love you.